Hello, good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our educational series. This month is the Warren County Community Services, and we are blessed to have 3 individuals with us today to talk about some of the services they offer. So whether you are in this room and watching, or you are in your home, your apartment, wherever you are, we hope that you learn something new that you can apply to your life or to a neighbor's life. We're just really happy to have you guys here. So I wanted to introduce the 3 women that will be speaking today. First, we have Amy Hoopy. She's the Director of Aging Services and has been with Warren County Community Services for 7 years. So she is over Meals on Wheels, congregate dining, senior center, and grocery delivery. And then we will have Laura Lind, who is the senior center coordinator. She has been with Warren County Community Services for 5 years, and she is over the senior center and support services. And then we have Heather Ortberg, who is, what, did I mispronounce it? Holly. Oh, it says Heather. Okay, that's probably my mistake. Okay. Well, Holly Ortberg, who is Aging Services assisting with Warren County Community Services for a month, and she is over a new program, the grocery delivery program. So we're excited to hear all about these services. Towards the end of this talk, we're going to open up the floor for some questions. So if you have some questions, be on the lookout for the microphone and hold your hand up.
Does this work or no? Or do I have to use it? I can use it? Oh, yeah. Can everybody hear me? Oh, hi. I'm so excited to be here. This is our first opportunity to get out and about, and we hope that this is not our last opportunity. And our goal today is to give you some information about the Aging Services Program, and as many bits and pieces as we can share with you in our time limit. And answer as many questions as we can at the very end. We're going to open it up for that. So again, my name is Amy Hoopy, and I'm the Director of Aging Services. And again, I've been here, it'll actually be 8 years this summer, so 8 wonderful years. The minute that I walked into the building across the street, it just felt like home to me. So my office is not in that building, unfortunately, anymore. We have relocated because our Meals on Wheels program has grown so much that we are now over near Atrium Medical Hospital. We are still in Warren County, but we are over on that edge of Warren County, right next to I-75. So let me tell you a little bit about the Meals on Wheels program, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about the congregate dining site program, and then I'm going to let Laura and Holly talk about their programs directly. So we'll fill you with all kinds of wonderful information today. So the Meals on Wheels program for Warren County for Warren County Community Services has been going for probably about 55 years. I know it's more than 50, but I can't tell you 100% how long it's been over 50, but I'm gonna guess it's been about 55 years. And we are now up to today. I asked how many meals went out today, and we self-produced 1,500 meals today that went out to the clients in Warren County, and we also serve part of Butler County. So we have a contract through Council on Aging, which is our area agency on aging, and they divide the counties up a little different than what you might think. So for example, Warren County is divided into north and south. There's a top half and a bottom half, but Butler County is divided east and west, and it's divided into 3 sections. And we can bid on each section when we do our bid for the contract. Okay, so the first section is the most eastern part. We did that in 2016. And then in, I think, 2018, we bid on the next section. So we keep inching our way into Butler County a little bit. I don't know if we'll go to the third section or not. That's yet to be determined. But anyway, so just so you have a full understanding that it's not just Warren County, it is Butler County. We are now up to 1,900 clients that we serve across both counties. And again, about 1,500 meals a day. We are self-producing, which means we order in the food, we prepare the food, we put it in the containers, and we deliver them. All of my staff are paid. We have very few very few volunteers at our organization. That's not that we don't want them. It just seems to work better when I have paid staff members. And one of the reasons I think it's very important is because I eat every day, and there's not a meal that I miss, and I don't want our clients to miss a meal. So if I have someone, let's say, that loves to golf and it's a beautiful sunny day, like Monday was, although it was very windy, I don't know if anybody golfed that day or not. I'm not a golfer. But if they say, Amy, I don't want to come in today, I want to go golf, that's not going to work because the meal has to go out. So, we do have a couple volunteers. We have a gentleman by the name of Dick. He comes in on Wednesdays and he helps us, keep everything in the kitchen up to par and what we need it to be. The type of meals that we send out to our clients depend on what the client's needs are. So we try to be as flexible as we can. So we offer a hot meal, which anybody could get daily. We offer frozen meals. The frozen meals come once, maybe twice a week. And then we offer what we call chilled meals, and those are freshly prepared. They've not been frozen, and they're just like you would take them out of your refrigerator and eat them. So, and it all depends on what the care manager has determined what the needs are for the client. So we also go out 5 days a week, and the day that we deliver is determined by the needs of the client as well. And there was one other thing I was going to mention about that. The time frame that we delivered is per our contract with Council on Aging. We cannot deliver a meal before 10 a.m., and we have until 6 p.m. to get that meal delivered. Now, we are not out that late till 6 p.m. There's been some days when the weather's been terrible that I thought we might hit that mark, but yet we have not in my tenure. But most of the time our meals are delivered between 10 and 2. Most of my drivers are back by 2 p.m. So that's just kind of a quick overview of the Meals on Wheels program. And then we also have the Congregate Dining Site program, which is to open to anyone within the county. We have 5 of them here in Warren County. They are located, there's one right across the street. We have one in Lebanon. We have one in South Lebanon. We have one in Morrow, and we have one in Franklin. I think that was 5. Did anybody counting for me? I think that was 5. So, and the food that we send there is the same food to the clients for the Meals on Wheels program. The only difference is we send it to the dining sites in bulk containers, and they put it in a steamer, and then I have a staff member there that serves the food to the clients that decide to come into the dining site and enjoy a meal there. So, and we offer food. We try to offer a big variety of types of food. Like, for example, today we had pot roast, which is one of our favorites. And I think yesterday we had tacos. Was it tacos yesterday? We have hot dogs, we have hamburgers, we have a lot of vegetables. Yeah, we have to do a well-balanced meal, so every meal will get a protein and a vegetable and a starch, and you know how that goes. You got to get all your nutrients in for the day. So trying to think what other variety. We have pasta dishes. We try really hard to get as many variety of food items out as we can. Now, since COVID hit, that has kind of presented some challenges for us. we have had trouble getting some things because they stopped making some things. I'm sure this is nothing new to anybody sitting in this room, that you can now not find a particular item at the store that you always got. And since COVID hit, you can't get it anymore, and they decided not to make it. Well, that happened in the food industry as well, and in my profession, that has been a big challenge for us, is being able to get the product that we need. So there have been days that we have had to shift and be creative and go out and get something else as similar to the product that we had intended to serve. So that has definitely been a challenge. So the meals are served anywhere between 11:30 and noon. I'd be happy to share with anybody that is interested in the exact addresses of the dining sites. I can share that with Laura, and she can share it out. If you're interested, we'd love to have you. There's 2 requirements to come to the dining site, and one is you have to be anybody can come, but to get the reduced price is you have to be 60 years of age or older, and then we have a form that has to be filled out, and it's just a basic form of your name and address, and then the Council on Aging wants some statistics. They want to know a little bit about your diversity, so they're going to ask that question. They'll ask a few other questions like, how often do you eat, or do you ever skip a meal, and things like that, just some basics. And it helps them keep statistics on how many people and what type of people we are helping. So we currently have, I think, about 300 clients that are attending off and on at our 5 dining sites. So that is just a quick overview of that. So I'm going to pass it on now to Laura Lind, who's going to talk about her program and, more importantly, the senior center across the street.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laura Lind, and I run the senior center across the street, right over there at the 741 Center. I also do supportive services, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about the senior center first. So I'm all about the fun stuff. We have great programs over there. We have exercise programs. We have silver sneakers. We're getting ready to do a new program in exercise called Your Bones and You, and it's for people who've been diagnosed with osteoporosis, and it's to help prevent further damage and to learn how to exercise with osteoporosis. And then there's a Tai Chi class, and then he'll be alternating balance classes as well. And that kind of teaches you, if you're gonna fall, how to fall so that you don't break bones. Because you know those broken bones are what end you in the hospital. We don't want that. Then we have lots of fun things. We have parties, we have bingos, we have a quilting class, we have art class, we have a mystery guild potluck dinner. We have lunch there every day, like Amy said, the congregate meals. And she didn't say they're good. They're actually good meals. I eat them almost every day. So cabbage rolls, pot roast, those are 2 of my favorites. So they're good meals. I know a lot of people, when they hear Meals on Wheels, they're not bad. They're good. They're not like they used to be. They've changed a lot. And I know she does a lot to make sure that people like those meals. So if, she gets more complaints than she doesn't, she'll get rid of it, right? So we have a bingo. We have bingo for prizes. We have a monthly party. Let's see, I brought calendars, and I do a monthly gazette, and where I just talk about new programs, and there's a really hard word scramble in there that I try to make as hard on you as possible. So I like to challenge the senior members over there, because we know that helps our brains. We're going to start a brain walk in May, and this is where you go for a walk, and you have to remember as many things on that walk as you can. So you take a little pad of paper with you and write it down, or do it from memory. So we have we've got a Bible study. I can never think of them all right off the top of my head. We have a computer coffee and me group that meets 2 Tuesdays a month, and she just kind of helps you with maybe questions you have about using your phone or a computer, internet, those kind of things, email. We're going to be kicking off a snug safety in that class, and it's the snug safety is about like phone calls to make sure you're okay if you live alone. There's 2 different types. There's a free one and there's one that they charge for. But I'm going to encourage all the senior members to do the free one. I might as well. And we have a puzzle group. We have a yarn weavers group. So, and my door's always open. You come to me with an idea, and I'll try it. I'm willing to try just about anything over there except for alcohol. They won't let me do that. We had a derby contest last year, and they wanted to have, what are those drinks called? Mint juleps. So I made some mint juleps without the bourbon. So they had a lot of fun with it. So there's like all different themes for our parties. We have a great decorating committee over there. We have a great party committee. So I'm trying to see if I meant anything. We have bridge, euchre, we have Texas Hold'em, we have dominoes, we have a regular game day where there's all different sorts of games over there. We have Friday trips where they go to either a restaurant on Fridays. Sometimes they do a little shopping. They go to Jungle Gyms, places like that. They have a lot of fun with that. And then the other program I run is supportive services, and that's to kind of help you sign up for benefits that you may need. I deliver 60 commodity boxes a month to homebound clients that can't get out and can't get them. Now those are income-based, and I do a lot of things that are income-based in that department. So I talk fast. I talk faster than Amy, I think, so I'm just about done. But I have calendars, and I also have our Gazette. If you would be interested in coming over and checking out our sender, we'd love to have you. It's a $20 a year membership fee, and that's everything is included over there, the silver sneakers, everything. And if you just want to come over and check it out, you don't have to sign up that day. You can just come check it out and see if you like it. We have a breakfast men's club. We have a veterans club. These are just other ones that are coming to my brain as I'm sitting here. We just started the men's breakfast club maybe about a year ago because I noticed there really wasn't anything for men there. It was all kind of geared towards the ladies. So I wanted to do a little something for the men too. So, and they have a lot of fun with that. They go on alpaca walks and different things like that in that group. So we have a lot of fun groups, a lot of fun. I'm all about exercise and keeping your brains and your bodies active, because we know that wards off falls, it wards off dementia, Alzheimer's. These are all important things. We also have a lot of informational type presentations over there as well. So like I said, I have calendars, and I have the monthly Gazette that I write every month, and I'll pass them out after Holly's done speaking.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. My name is Holly, and I'm kind of new with Warren County Community Services. I'm learning a lot. I'm really enjoying it. I like everybody I work with, and I'm happy to meet everybody. So what we're doing now is we have a new program for grocery delivery through Kroger's. Though for those who qualify, the service is free. We can assist you with ordering and delivering your groceries. Let's see here. We also have some different things here with delivery program for Kroger. So if you're in need of assistance with groceries, we would be happy to come out and set up an account with you. If you already have an account, we can do the ordering for you. We can deliver the order. It's kind of new, so we're learning a lot right now. So I don't know if anybody has any questions, or we're waiting for that.
You can start questions now if you want, I guess.
Because basically it's like some question things here. So like on the delivery orders, they have to be placed at least 1 day prior to the delivery. All orders have to be delivered on an agreed upon day and time. Thank you. The store that we are ordering from right now is Kroger's from Middletown. We are hoping to get other stores on board with this as we start growing. We are kind of small, so I'm hoping that everybody will have some questions and sit down and talk with me one-on-one, so then we can figure out if we can get something for you. If you have relatives or family members that are 60 and up, that is a qualification for that program. There are some income guidelines also. We do an intake paper with you. It just kind of goes through your eating habits, your grocery, what am I trying to say? Your food delivery, your health issues, you know, whether you eat alone, if you're getting the proper nutrition for your groceries, you can get the Meals on Wheels delivered also, if you're not signed up for that. I have had some clients ask me about that, and I send them over to Robin. So does anybody have any questions? Yes.
You say you deliver from Kroger's?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we just finally were able to get Kroger to deliver to our particular street,
Okay.
Orchard. Their GPS didn't get it, so.
So for us, we can deliver anywhere within Warren County right now. We're not Kroger's, so we don't need to, like Kroger's has delivery, but we can deliver anywhere through Warren County. And you're
Yeah.
Yes, and we're a free service as long as you meet the $35 minimum Kroger.
Okay. Where do you shop from? Walmart, Kroger's?
Right
where?
now, it's Kroger in Middletown.
Okay.
But I did place an order for Kroger's in Lebanon because she's in South Lebanon dining site. She's over in one of the Warren County Community Services there. So we are doing, I did place it from Lebanon Kroger's. It just seemed to be.
And it's free?
It is a free service as long as you meet the $35 minimum fee per Kroger's.
You mean you have to have a $35 order?
Yeah, yes ma'am.
Yeah.
So we can deliver anywhere through Warren County, so that wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. Here.
I'm currently involved with Kroger's Boost delivery program, and it's similar to what you're saying. You make your order out online. I don't know who fills the orders, but then there's a driver that will bring it right to your door.
Right.
There are some snags in the system and some frustrations. I just wondered if you're
Yes.
familiar with that Boost program.
I
How
have
how does your program differ from it?
So, yeah, so with us, we don't go through Boost, it's just Kroger. If you are signed up with Boost, we can add that with you. But I find that it's easier, you don't have the glitches with the Kroger delivery versus with us doing it, because I've been doing some research on it, and it's, what am I trying to say? So the delivery program is not through Kroger's, it's through Warren County Community Services. So I've been doing the research on the Boost program. I haven't had that question yet, but I have looked at it. So
Boost does charge, don't they?
there is a charge for
You
Boost.
pay a yearly fee.
Yes.
And you can stop ordering if you have a problem with their services, but you
Yes.
don't get a refund.
Yes.
I signed up for it, and in July, I'll be done with my first year. I gotta make some new plans.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, there are snags, especially if you have food allergy issues. It gets pretty complicated.
Yeah, so I haven't had any orders with Boost at the moment. Anything, like we had some things that happened, there are going to be some glitches, but we can always work through it. Like I can do refunds, like if I put in an order and example, I delivered some oranges to a client over here in Otterbein, and she wasn't happy with them, so I just went into her account, hit refund, and didn't have to do anything else, and she got it within 3 days, so.
Right.
Look, I just wanted to add real quick, one of the glitches, or there are a couple of glitches that we would not have any control over. For example, if you wanted to order a 6-pack of Pepsi and they didn't have it, or if I think it asks if you want to substitute. So we have to, there are certain things that we don't have any control over, and I don't think anybody would. If they're out of it, they're out of it. But sometimes they don't let you know until they're fulfilling the order, and we're picking up the groceries, and they say, oh, by the way, we didn't have that product that you wanted.
Right.
So
So that
yeah.
actually happened to me yesterday. We ordered apple pie for Charlene, and they put in cherry, and I didn't know until I went to pick it up. So I called her and I said, is that okay? I touched base with her and I said, is that okay with you? She's like, oh yeah, that's fine. Because I would have just said, no, take it off and I'll refund it for you. So I do have, if I have access to the Kroger, your Kroger account, I can do any refunds or anything that you need to be done. Yeah.
I think you got a question right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi,
Hi.
how do we get in touch with you?
I have some flyers, actually, that I will hand out. It has all the phone numbers on it, and then I will leave a copy with Laura, and then she'll make sure that everybody gets a copy of it. And then you can just call me directly, and I can come out and sit down with you, get an account created for you. If you don't have an email address, I can sit down and help you get an email address, whatever you need help with.
What is your financing?
So we're funded in various different ways, but our biggest funder is Council on Aging. So that's who we are contracted with. And then there's also money through a tax levy that gets voted on. I don't know how often it gets voted on, but it gets voted on. So we do have funds from the tax levy. We have government funding. Does that answer your question?
What's the cost for your services?
Well, most of our services there's not a fee. We ask for contributions for the Meals on Wheels program and for the dining site programs, but like Laura's programs, they're all free, except you have to buy a membership to be able to participate, and that membership is only $20 a year. And then the grocery delivery is 100% free. You just have to pay for the groceries.
And meet the minimum $35.
And meet the minimum, yeah. Because Kroger, yeah, they charge. They want you to spend at least $35.
Which is easy to.
Are any of your programs available for picking up and delivering prescriptions, for example, from Kroger's Pharmacy or from Walmart Pharmacy or any other local pharmacy? I don't know if you're allowed to carry drugs. That's the question.
Yeah, that's a good question. We do have limitations on our grocery delivery, like we're not allowed to do alcoholic beverages, we're not allowed to do any tobacco use products. But that's a question I have not been asked, but I'm pretty sure the answer is we cannot do that. I wish we could. That's a good question. Yeah.
When I was going over there to the senior center before COVID, for the congregate meals, they had a menu and they asked you to fill it out if you would like to eat the next day or whatever. And are you still doing that? Is that the way it works?
Uh-huh. Yep. That's exactly how we do it. It's the same way.
Okay, thank you.
And question for the pharmacy. Excuse me, my husband's a diabetic and he also has congestive heart failure and uses a lot of medicine. And Yost Pharmacy in Mason will deliver the medicines free of charge. So that may be helpful to somebody to
I
know.
will look into that.
That's good to know. Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? The microphone is on its way.
I may not remember this properly, but it seems to me that Warren County Community Services used to take trips and sponsor road trips and things like that. Do they still do
They
that?
still do that.
Okay.
They just started them back up again this year. There's some pamphlets about all the trips that they're going on over at the center.
Could you speak in the mic, because it's not being broadcast?
I'm sorry. Yes, they still do those trips, and there is information over at the center. They just started them back up this year after COVID. And she's got 5 or 6 trips planned. It's still with Provident Travel. Okay?
We
Is the
also-
information that we're getting today available in your office over here?
I didn't catch that.
Yes, it is. The information is available, yeah, with Laura. Absolutely. And we do Friday trips as well. I don't know if you were referring to that at all, but we do special Friday trips where we take seniors to various places, local places. We do go out of Warren County a little bit, and they do that based off of suggestions and what everybody wants to do. So I don't know what some of the recent ones have been.
Well, they go to different restaurants, they go to Jungle Gyms, like if there's a craft fair, they might go to that. During Christmas, they go see lights. I think they've been to the conservatory, just places like that. But were you talking about those trips, or were you talking about the Provident Travel?
I was talking about Providence.
Okay.
Telephone number?
Your telephone number?
It's not on, you know what, it might be at the bottom of she used to have it at the bottom of the,
So I can rattle off a few numbers.
yeah, mine's not, but I'll give it to you if you want to.
So for transportation, and if you have any transportation needs, we do doctor visits as well, and we go to all connecting counties. That was something that I didn't even talk about, is transportation. But the number for transportation is area code 513-695-2222. So if you call that number, you can talk to them about the trips, and you can talk to them about, we do dialysis, doctor's appointments, and so forth. And they will point you in the right direction. And then for the grocery, to reach Holly, the number for Holly is 513-695-2256, and she has an extension, it is extension 123. And if you would like to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call. My number is area code 513-695-2256, and I am an extension 102. Well, I can bring some over. I can definitely bring some over. Yeah, we have a pamphlet that has, it doesn't have the grocery program in it yet because it's so new. But yes, I will bring some over and give them to Laura. Okay,
And then
yeah, absolutely.
My number too for the senior center.
Can you repeat your number?
You?
Yeah, it's 513-695-2256, and I'm at extension 102. And Laura's going to give her number.
So the number for questions about the senior center or the supportive services, I'm going to give you my cell phone number because it's easier to reach me because I'm all over the place. I'm all over. 513-508-0860.
Can you
say more about the transportation service? I thought it was for only Warren County, so how do you hook up with other counties? What do you mean by that?
Well, we take people to other counties from Warren County.
Okay.
So you have to be a Warren County resident, but we will take you to Cincinnati, and we will take you to Butler County.
Oh.
Yeah, we can do that.
Take you to doctor's offices
Yes.
outside of the, okay.
We
And
can.
how do you access that?
Well, you would have to speak to our intake coordinator, and you can get that information from the transportation number, that 2222 number. And they would make sure that we got you in line with an intake, with Robin as our intake coordinator, and then a care manager.
And is that like a group thing? I mean, you only go there, or could you do that on an individual basis?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Individually?
Yeah.
Oh.
Most of the time it's individually, yeah, most of the time. And once in a while, we can set it up where there's 2 to 3 people that are going to the same place, but that's rare that we can,
I see.
coordinate it like that. Okay. Very rare.
And is that a free service too?
It is a free service, but I know that there are qualifications for that, and so the intake coordinator would have to answer those questions for you.
They're coming out next week.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think it's our program. I'm not aware of it, so I'm not sure who it is, so.
For the transport services, what is the lead time?
As much time as we can have is the best, but sometimes they can, fit you in, and we need at least a couple of days, to see, if we have a driver, to see if we have a vehicle. Sometimes they're all out, sometimes they're not all out. So yeah, at least a couple of days would be preferred. Yeah.
What are your hours of that you're open over there?
At the senior center?
Yes.
So most of the programs run between, the Silver Sneakers start at 9. The latest thing that we have going over there is the Mystery Guild potluck, and that's from 4 to 6 on one Wednesday a month. So most everything is done by 4 o'clock. But I'm always open. If you think you can have a fun group and you want to do it at 6, we can talk about it.
So you're usually open from 9 till 4 to walk in, I mean?
9 to 4, 9 to 5, somewhere around there. And then they have a puzzle group that meets on Saturdays. So it's really kind of open. I mean, if you have a group that you want to lead and you want to do over there, I'll fit it in. So if
the times is on your calendar.
yeah, so all the times of all the activities on the calendar that I'm going to be passing out to you. So
Are the phone numbers going to be on that?
no, there used to be a phone number on there, but she took it off yeah, she took it off for some reason. I'm not sure why.
So the only way we can get a whole bunch is they have to come to the office?
Well, I'll make sure that Laura gets them, and I think Laura will make sure that everybody gets one. Yeah, she's shaking her head yes.
If you use the transportation services, do the drivers wait on you until you come back, or do you have to have 2 different?
Most of the time we wait.
I have a problem getting down to Christ Hospital in Clifton and Cincinnati. My husband has to go there for a cardiologist, and I won't drive down there. Will your transportation cover that and then wait for him to get finished to bring him back?
Yes, they will. We would just have to make sure that you talk to the intake coordinator and that, you can answer all of her questions, and that information will be on that brochure that I'll bring over.
Okay.
All of that information will be on there.
Because I'm on a walker and he will be in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
So-
we can do that.
All right, thank you.
Before COVID, when I was going over there, I know there was an application, for the $20 fee, you had to fill out information, and sometimes there was nobody at the desk. Is there somebody now that's manning that, volunteering?
So it's all volunteers that sit at that desk, and, there's just not a lot for them to do, so they don't like sitting out there.
So you have the forms on the desk, and you...
So there's forms in the drawer, and there's usually somebody, if you come during, normal hours, there's usually somebody there that can get you an application packet. I'm not always there,
Yeah.
because I do a lot of home visits, so But there's always somebody there that can get it for you.
And leave it on the desk or turn it into your office or?
Or the next time you see me, I'm not like a real stickler that, oh my gosh, she hasn't paid her dues and she's in silver sneakers. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's just when you see me, you can give it to me. We're
Okay.
pretty lax over there.
Yeah, I know.
They're coming.
I'm new to this area. I was wondering if your office had a detailed map, a paper map.
I do not have that, but I think you can get one at, there, I know there's a place, because the driver supervisor, he picks up maps somewhere in the county.
Not sure.
Well, yeah, I know definitely AAA, but I'm thinking of a county office that has maps. And
What is that called where the event planning and stuff like, that's called something, what is that?
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Can you handle a motorized wheelchair?
You know, that's a good question. I believe so. I believe we have, our
They have
vehicle.
a lift.
Yeah, all of them, 90% of our vehicles, I shouldn't say all of them, but most of our vehicles have lifts on them. I think we only have one without a lift. So yeah, we sure can.
And back to the map question, do you have a cell phone, a smartphone?
I do.
So if you come over to Computers Coffee and Me, she'll show you how to use Google Maps.
It is difficult because I have to look at the map and I have to drive at the same time.
But see, with Google Maps, you don't have to do that. It tells you. She'll say, turn left here, turn right here.
I'm way out of my comfort zone.
See, I couldn't go without it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Laura. So yeah, you know, come over for that and we'll teach you. But I will scout out a map for you and see what we can come up with. Yeah, we'll get one. Yeah. This has been so much fun. Thank you for letting us come over. Are there any final questions, comments, suggestions?
Okay. If you'll just stick around, I'll give you a calendar and our monthly newsletter before you go.
Well, we just want to say thank you to the ladies for all of this information today, and what a blessing that we have this organization right across the street. So many questions that you all asked and so many things that these ladies covered today are questions that people ask me. And so I learned things today too. If you have more questions, please reach out to me. If I don't know the answers, I'll find out for us and we'll learn together. So be on the lookout for information on our next educational series, which will be the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's. So that will be a really important one to come to, and we'll all learn even more. So thank you again. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.